Definitely coming back here today brought a lot of memories back, but brought a lot of joy to myself as well.
It is nice, you know, you start seeing these people coming back into town and they're, you know, giving you the wave and stuff. It just unreal. Makes you proud.
It's a vibrant place and it's regrowing.
It's going to be a while yet, but yeah, we're getting there. That fire was something I hope that nobody ever sees again, because it was unbelievable. It was a firestorm.
You know, but I got family that lives out in Poplar Estates, and I heard they were evacuated, and hearing that a couple of homes burnt up over there, we're not sure what's going on. So
my wife's at home and I'm out here. I've been in communication with her until my telephone died, but yeah, I am worried about her. It's smoky in town, but she doesn't seem too concerned.
The fire is right up against Highway 2. You could throw a rock from Highway 2 and hit the flames. It's that close.
Yeah, we're just sitting here waiting and hoping everything else is okay and everything's still standing.
Seeing winds upwards of 70 kilometers an hour. It's making it really tough for firefighters to keep these fires contained, but we're working at it. We've got lots of different resources on the fire, so we're working at it as hard as we can. And as it stands right this instant, the town of Slave Lake itself isn't at risk. However, things can change. I mean, we've got these winds. They're going at 30 kilometers, 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers an hour, and they could change at any moment.
Wake up this morning and it's calm, you don't see a lot of smoke, and you think, well, we're over it. And then the wind picks up around lunchtime, and it's you know, the clouds of smoke are coming back, and it's a little unnerving.
Are you registered already? We've been here, so the people that have been on the ground are going to be here giving the updates.
We have lost 4 homes, primarily on the east end.
I want to let you know that this is the #1 priority fire in all of Alberta right now.
This is a Prairie FM breaking news update.
With breaking news from Slave Lake, here's Lake FM's Courtney Murphy.
This is Courtney Murphy for 92.7 Lake FM with a breaking news update. If you are a resident of Slave Lake, stay in Slave Lake. It will be either the air-taker base or another non-combustible area.
It was just getting to be where you couldn't see anymore, and it was so smoky that on our side of the town, we just got out because you couldn't breathe anymore.
Well, it's a little bit scary. There's fire in all directions, so we're thinking we need to go probably right away. We're all packed up and gonna head out.
Fire has breached the town of Slave Lake boundary along the southern portion. Please move towards large green areas, beaches, or large parking lots like Walmart, Canadian Tire, and the Sarge Mall parking lot. Do not attempt to leave on the highways as they are not open.
Look at the lineup. The whole community's on the run here.
Doug Yearwood here for Lake FM. There's been flames spotted There's a fire burning almost uncontrollably right now. It hasn't even been addressed. This is Highway 2.
It was just a firestorm coming towards town, and weren't sure how we were going to stop it.
This is a mandatory evacuation order.
I remember getting out of the fire truck and it going from a real black to bright orange to a black smoke again, and then kind of to a yellowy haze.
This wind was just launching fireballs, and okay, this house is on fire, that house is on fire, and it just took off from there.
You looked across the street, that house was on fire, the next house was on fire. Yeah, it happened so fast.
I just came from the southeast end of town, and there's rooftops are on fire of houses in the southeast. We can't get out either end of town. The highways are blocked.
I was really, really fearful that everybody wasn't, all the traffic wasn't going to make it out before the fire hit.
Residents in the area is a mandatory evacuation. We're asking people who are able to travel and have the fuel to get to Athabasca to leave the community.
This is a Prairie FM breaking news update.
The latest has the mayor of Slave Lake advising everyone to leave town on Highway 2 East. We can confirm that 92.7 Lake FM and Slave Lake Town Hall, along with hundreds of other buildings, have been lost to the flames.
Many structures in our community and in the municipal district have perished.
It's terrible. I don't know what to say.
Can't believe it. It's just unbelievable.
It's hard to articulate right now. It's actually quite shocking to see. So extremely devastating.
We went to more of a defensive mode, looking after the citizens and residents, evacuating them from their homes, trying to save what we could.
Look at this. Unbelievable.
The fire kept jumping from neighborhood to neighborhood. It jumped a creek, it jumped railroad tracks.
Oh, it would have just carried on. There was no stopping it.
They definitely made a decision to put a stand, to make a stand, one last stand, and knock down some trees and make a fire break to try and stop this monster. And it was successful. We stopped it in its tracks finally.
Destroying those houses that we did stopped the fire, and if that's what it took to do that, well, yeah, it worked. Certainly a lot of chaos, and there were the RCMPs at different points, directing traffic and trying to get the people out of the danger zone as quickly as they could, and it was a success in that respect. So, but it was close. It was so close.
This is a Prairie FM breaking news update.
Good evening, I'm Jamie Ballum with the Prairie FM News Update. As for Slave Lake, a mandatory evacuation has been issued for Slave Lake and MD 124. You will be going to Athabasca on Highway 2 East. RCMP will direct you to the evacuation center.
Why are you guys here?
Because our town burned down.
We heard that the bank already was burning up, the town hall was burning up. Before we left.
You see this stuff on TV, but you never see it here.
The fires were within 2 blocks of our house now, so there's probably nothing left from what I heard.
Never know how bad it's going to be.
Tonight's tonight, tomorrow's tomorrow. Worry about it in the morning.
This is really intense.
It's obviously very difficult to describe unless you see it for yourself, the devastation and how quickly the fire moved, the intensity of it. And this is probably the worst curveball nature has ever thrown at us in recent memory.
We are in the southeast quadrant of our community, and this is the most impacted in our community. So roughly 50% of the southeast quadrant has lost homes.
You know, what do? Hundreds of homes here gone, and families and everything else. It's hard.
There's virtually nothing that could have been done, although a lot was being done.
Due to fast action of local and provincial response agencies, the majority of Slave Lake and area residents have been evacuated safely.
We can take toys and toiletries too.
That trailer is right full of toiletry, like right full.
Yeah, we can take that.
This trailer's full of men's clothes, ladies' clothes, and lots of kids' clothes.
I said on Facebook, let's throw a truckload in. So it's towels, bedding, baby stuff, food, that kind of thing. It's really nice to see that communities are supporting everybody so well. I don't know, it's just nice to see.
Now I need bottles. Okay, so bottles are down here. Marnie, they're all in that box right there.
It means a lot to me. It's really been an eye-opener. If anything like this would have happened in this area to the people of Athabasca, I'd be the first one out here helping them. It's unreal.
Athabasca, Westlock, High Prairie, these various, Edmonton, took all these folks in and took care of them. Give them food, shelter, clothing, love, support, whatever they needed.
Albertans have shown incredible generosity in donating money and resources to help the victims of these wildfires. We've heard stories of Albertans offering donations, much needed supplies, or even offering their homes to evacuees. For that, I want to say a heartfelt thank you.
We can't thank those communities enough. We've got people forced from their homes and sent to communities, and they just welcome those people with open arms.
Our continued focus today has been on two fronts. The first is ensuring that people evacuated from Slave Lake and area get the information and the support they need. And the second is continuing to fight the many forest fires raging throughout northern Alberta.
We knew this was way bigger than us. This is way bigger than Slave Lake, and we needed help.
There's 85 firefighters arriving today from Ontario. There were 120 firefighters arrived yesterday from BC, and 200 more firefighters arriving tomorrow from BC.
We're all here to help out, and anywhere they feel the need for us is where we'll go.
When anybody else is in a state of emergency like this, we come out and do what we can. At approximately 3 p.m. today, emergency workers including fire, RCMP, and EMS responded to a location at Boat Shore Drive in the community of Canyon Creek. They were responding to a report of a downed helicopter. Members of the fire operation immediately extricated one male pilot from the helicopter. The male was declared deceased at the scene.
We were sitting waiting to go to work and heard about it over the radio.
What was your reaction? I mean, that's got to be tough to hear.
Yeah, disbelief initially. We're all out here doing what we do, having fun, and trying to help families that have lost homes. And you don't really think about one of your teammates going down. Saddened and sorry.
1 year, and we still receive forms of gratitude from the people there. So it's amazing how people, they feel close to someone they didn't know, who died fighting the fires, but still they didn't know him, and they really show gratitude.
You just have to remember, for sure, but get your mind away from that and concentrate on the task at hand.
They give us a lot of information, but a lot of it we knew already. The only thing that people were anticipating on hearing is when can we go home?
The vast majority of the community of Slave Lake does not have any gas, electricity, phone service. What they're trying to do is establish some of those, re-establish connections, some of those. The places that have burnt, the residences and the businesses, are obviously giving off all sorts of emissions and stuff, and they're trying to extinguish those totally, 100%.
And I know everybody was on pins and needles and wanted to come back, it just wasn't safe. We came up with a work plan and initiated a plan to go forward and get services disconnected. You know, over 420 disconnects were completed in a matter of 3 weeks. So right now they're just exposing, they're trying to find the gas main, right? It'd be very deep because we went.
Yeah, I found it already.
Did you? They have to try to get the infrastructure up and running before people can come home. And this is why, because I mean there's water flowing, there's power lines that are down and gas that, you know, open lines that we need to make sure that's safe before people can come home.
Today I feel a lot better now that we're restoring the power and the community's coming back together, and very soon you'll be letting the people in. It's going to be devastating for some. They lost their home and lost everything, but the fire department fought hard and we saved a lot of homes.
99% of everybody out there is going to be so glad to see you, and they're going to be happier than hell, and yeah, love you. So we get to do more for these people than anybody's done for them in a long time. So keep that in mind, and for the most part, it should be an awesome day, an awesome few days here, getting everything back on.
Right now, they are cleaning, they are stocking shelves, they're sanitizing all the coolers, and just getting ready to open up the store.
To hear that the people are coming back, to hear that there's a plan, that's all we've been working for, that's all we've been talking about. So, you know, it seems funny to be excited and to be happy, but it's the first time in a long time we've been happy.
Yeah, it was just amazing how you know, the camaraderie and you know, everybody worked together and nobody complained. And
our crews pulled together, ATCO Electric, the town, you name it, pulled together and got down and dirty and got this place ready to go for people to come home. And it was an amazing feat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to be able to tell you today that a phased re-entry of people back into our community is now underway. Since our residents left our homes and belongings behind, one question has been at the top of their minds: when can we go home?
Our firefighting crew, they saved 70% of this town. Without their help, without the help of the firefighters that came to give us a hand, who knows what we have lost. We are just so thankful that today we're here saying, come on home. It's time.
120 there, and then there should be 240 across. 240? Oh yeah. Good to go? Right on.
Thank
well,
you, sir.
No problem.
Yeah, we talked to them all, and they're all cheering. They're just glad to see us here. You know, I had one woman actually said, if I knew you better, I'd give you a hug.
It's been very inspiring. The camaraderie and the dedication of everybody, the local people and everybody that came in from all over was very inspiring.
It was pretty emotional just seeing the people come back into town, and a lot of smiling faces. You know, people don't know what they were coming back to, but still grateful to be back in the community.
Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Not the easiest thing to come back to. It was, from what I saw with my own eyes, it was a very difficult thing for people to deal with. But I think we're a tough community. We're going to make it, and we'll rebuild.
I didn't think it was going to happen this soon, but, you know, good to go.
What's the first step when you get in?
Kiss the ground.
That day that people came home, lawnmowers fired up, kids screaming, and bikes in the street, and horns honking, and it was the greatest sound in the world. New homes, new infrastructure, the town hall, you know, we lost that. It was a centerpiece of the community. We lost it. It's being rebuilt.
We got attacked by a monster there, and you know, we had to endure and attack it, and you know, get it done.
Slave Lake will always be a part of me. It'll always be a part of my life. You know, I'll bring my kids back here and show them this is where Daddy, you know, fought fire. I think we're going to see 5 years fully developed back and better than Slave Lake ever was, for sure.